Denise, guess what?
What's Abby?
We got Chismes.
Hi everyone! Welcome to a new episode of We Got Chisme Holiday Edition. Yeah!
From one of us at least, because
My
she
name is
loves.
Denise, and I am wearing my Santa sweatshirt, which says it's 13 sleeps till Christmas, because for me it celebrates on the 24th, so it's 13. And because I cannot find the number 4, so it's gonna be 13. Because
Remain
these
the
things you
Xavier,
can
of
change it,
course.
you see.
Oh,
You
I
can
see.
take it out and change it, but how many days you think are gonna be left? Yeah, I love Christmas and I love this sweater.
We can tell. We
Yes.
can
And
tell.
this is Sabicito, tell us what's your most precious Christmas memory? And that's a silence because I just put him on the spot. That's okay.
I
You can think
don't.
about it and let me know.
I. Christmas for me is very stressful.
Oh no.
So it's nice having people over and stuff like that. But I'm usually like getting people coming over here, so it's a little stressful. So it's like you know the holidays and stuff, the gift, the family, and all that. It's like I'm more of a loner than anything else.
You
So
know
I'm
what?
like the Grinch of Christmas.
You're the Grinch.
Yes, I'm the Grinch of Christmas. So
Okay.
I'm happy for those who enjoy the season, those who enjoy and they are in the spirit of the holidays, like Denise here.
Yes.
Even at work, they make a competition to decorate your desk. My
Oh
desk,
wow.
my desk looks pathetic.
Same. Like if you go to my desk, there is nothing Christmas related. But in my house, I have everything.
I mean, I bought a Snoopy that when you hit her head, it says like taking a plane and start like going around and say like Merry Christmas and
Oh,
a
that's
few
cute.
Christmas penguin and I put like some Christmas ball and that's it. But my coworkers they went all out. They put like stuff like there is snow in their desk. They put like lights. I'm like, you all know that's a fire hazard, right? You cannot have this on. I'm like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you've been warned. If you get fired, don't point fingers.
Yep.
But yes, they apparently all my coworkers are all about Christmas, so good
Yay.
for them. I happy that they enjoy the season. I'm a Grinch, but I don't ruin nobody's Christmas. I'm just a Grinch to myself.
Okay. I mean, it's understandable because you're hosting, so it might be more stressful. I am gonna find that. I mean, I'm gonna find out this year because this is the first year that everybody's coming to my house. So we're gonna see how that goes, and if I continue with my Christmas spirits, or if I become a Grinch too. Hopefully not.
Well, the thing is, when you're hosting, you always have to have a gift for every single person that comes over.
Not really, because we do Secret Santa, so we avoid that. I
Well,
only give gifts for the kids. That's the only thing I do.
we do White Elephant, which
Mhm.
is almost kind of the same thing as Secret Santa, but in a different, more twisted way.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
It's not like I don't like it. It's just that it comes out my competitive self, and I don't like that.
Yeah, so we do that, and on top of that, we usually have like a little present for every single person. So it's like the stress of I hate shopping, first of all,
I love shopping, so that is why I love Christmas too.
and this weekend is Christmas shopping weekend for the stuff that we still for those who we have not bought anything yet. So we're gonna conclude everything this weekend and just start wrapping stuff up. So that way, the next weekend we can just chill, relax.
But you know what? Amazon can be your best friend. You don't have to go anywhere to buy gifts. You can buy it on Amazon. It's gonna deliver it to your house. And prices are not bad, okay?
Yeah, but if you go to the, well, that's the thing. If it's me, everything on Amazon, but it's not just me. So
Okay, I get it.
yeah, and somebody else likes to go and see, check the specials, uh, check the
Yeah.
offers around in the stores,
Well,
check the clearance section. Um, this person might like this. Oh, you know what? I saw something in the other store that the person might like, so let's go back there. So it's gonna be a whole day thing.
I have a thing that I go to the mall the first weekend of December, and that's the last time I go to the mall until after the holidays. Because as close as you get to the holidays,
Yeah.
it's crazy as hell.
That's why we're going this weekend instead of going the next one, because the next one is will be
Mhm.
impossible to get anything quick. It would
I
be,
know.
but I don't think this year will be that crazy because circumstances in this country as are not permitting that people going that nuts. I
Maybe.
don't. You haven't. Well, I haven't seen much movements, neither much offer for Christmas. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Anyhow, we hope you guys are making preparations for the holidays to come. Um, we hope that you enjoyed these holidays, that you spend it with your loved one, that you feel the love, the warmth, and the excitement. If you don't see my excitement, apologies, I'm still recovering. Denise is much better, so that's why she's more like a shining little girl. I look like I just wake up, but unfortunately, I've been awake since 6 a.m.
I've been awake since 5 a.m., sadly.
Yes, so
I get it. I was really tired the whole week. Today is the first day that I'm feeling a bit better.
yeah, so good for her. I'm
I'm
almost there.
almost there. You got it.
So yeah, so let's dive in on today's crazy stories. I'm guessing since you have a Christmas shirt and talking about holidays, maybe our stories have to be something to do with holidays.
Of course.
Of course, if not,
It's season of giving, Sabi, which means we gotta give them more Christmas stories. So we're doing the last 2 weeks of Christmas. It's gonna be all Christmas related topic or holiday related topic, let's say. So for today, I had no idea what name to put this, but this is crazy, okay? So I'm just gonna ask the questions. Does holidays make people crazy?
yeah,
And then let's see what the answer is after reading all the stories. You will see.
it makes people stressful. We can cause some levels of craziness. So, but let's see what kind of level of craziness we're talking about. So let's please enlighten us.
Okay. Story number one. It comes from the subreddit Am I the Asshole? And the title is Am I the Asshole for not doing anything for Christmas this year and making my husband livid? So, I'm a stay at home mom with 3 kids. My husband works full time and gets an okay salary, but he's tightened the grip on spending for the past 4 months to be able to save up to go watch the football event overseas. He's literally obsessed with anything to do with football. He say he rarely if ever gets to do what he wants, and so I didn't want to judge him since it's his money eventually. We discussed plans for Christmas, and he told me to handle everything since he will not be back till December 20th. He told me he had put aside money for Christmas decoration, food, gifts, kids' needs, etc. The money in total was $100. I was completely shocked. I told him $100 for an entire family's Christmas celebration was ridiculously not enough. He shrugged, saying that it's all he got. But I point out how he's paying for his friends and his girlfriend's travel expenses. He told me to just take it. But I say that if he decided to leave me with just $100, then I will not be doing anything for Christmas. We had lots of arguments and could not get this resolved. He's in Qatar now. So, this was, I'm guessing, years ago. I forgot to say how many. How long ago was it Qatar?
Kiara, I don't follow football, so I don't know.
Then I kind of think this is soccer, so,
Well, soccer, yeah. So I
right?
don't, I don't.
Football. This was 3 years ago, yeah. So he's in Qatar now. He left days ago. Yesterday, while I was cleaning, I found an envelope with the same $100 and a note from him telling me to make it work. I sent him a message that I have decided that I will not be doing anything for Christmas with the little money, period. He was livid. He just kept sending an angry message after another, calling me spoiled and telling me to stop expecting to live like I was still living in my parents' house and to stop trying to rob the kids of enjoying the holidays like the other kids. I have not replied, but he's livid, saying I am punishing him for going and trying to kill him using his own money. That's
Oh, that was it.
that was it.
Well, the does she works?
Does she want what?
No, because it make it seem like she doesn't work.
No, she said it was a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, okay, so and he planning.
She said, so I am a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. My
Hmm,
husband works full-time and gets an okay salary.
okay, gotcha. So he give himself a nice Christmas by going overseas to Qatar, paying his travels expensing and bringing the people that he wants to be with him, while leaving $100 for his family, for his kids, 3 kids, not one, three, to celebrate Christmas with $100.
Yep, yep, everybody is okay. So first, the top comment is not the asshole. This sounds like financial abuse. Why it's a thing actually, financial abuse when they control the wife's money because she's a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is this his money when you're in charge of household admin and childcare while he waltzes off with his friends to pay thousands to watch a bunch of overpaid jitters, something like that, idiots, I don't know, kick a ball around a stadium built on eco destruction and human rights violations. No sane person from this century could pull off Christmas with $100 unless they go in for petty theft or a grand scale. Ultimatum time. He treats you as an equal financially, or you leave and get child support.
I think that the second option will be best.
You're gonna get more with child support.
Because the fact is like, dude, come on, let's be honest. I'm sure since you going to over there, you leaving enough money for the family to continue sustaining themselves to pay the bill and all that, and that's probably way more than $100 because you taking that is not cheap. First,
Nope. Especially to go watch football. Actually, you know what? We can research that. How much was was this yeah,
um,
el Mundial,
the
right?
World Cup,
Yes.
the World Cup in Qatar,
Uh,
like the
World
range
Cup
of the ticket.
tickets. Let's just say the tickets without the airplane or anything. So the tickets can reach over $1,600 for some of them. The cheaper tickets, you can find them from like $70 to $220 for category one. And then for the knockout rounds, it's gonna be from $275 to $426. So if you do all the things, like you watch them all, it can come up to over $1,600 for him. And then he paid for his friend and his friend and his girlfriend and his friend's girlfriend, apparently, which now I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah, because that sounds fishy. Because
Yeah.
I might love anybody, but expenses like that, saving them and paying for somebody else while just leaving $100 in your house for your kids to celebrate Christmas. Like what the fuck? I think he expect her to go to, and it's nothing wrong to go to these places, I must say, but I'm just putting an example. Maybe he expect his wife to go to this how you call it uh well-being? No, not well-being.
Or
No.
the
When you go and you buy stuff that is very cheap, but everything is used.
Thrift stores?
Goodwill.
Thrift stores.
Yeah, so he wants her to go to Goodwill stores to get them the Christmas presents for the kids, because that's the only place that $100 will be enough for Christmas presents for 3 kids.
Right?
Um, so I
Yep.
consider that he was being very selfish, first of all, especially if he like Christmas a lot. You before you head out, you make sure like your household is secure, that everything is good, that they make sure like they have enough to have an enjoyable time until he returns. But he leaving and just leaving $100 behind, like, coño, I know that your wife is a good administrator, but she cannot do wonders.
Nope.
That's really messed up. That's really messed up. So
Yep. And the only update we have is like somebody commented, "No, the asshole, you have 3 weeks to get a lawyer, move out, and get a job. You and children, and the children are at the bottom, at the very bottom of his priority list. That is not going to change. Good luck." And then OP commented, "I am planning on going to stay with my parents. They live a few towns away, but I do not intend on coming back for Christmas." And I think that's the only update we get. So I'm guessing she's gonna leave his ass. Hopefully,
and
he doesn't deserve
we're
them.
able to talk this over, but the way that he responds to her, it's like he did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So when he not taking their responsibilities, it's kind of like slap in the face. So it's like, yeah, that's why my people might think say like that will not never change, because obvious reasons. But, you know, yeah,
Priorities, people, priorities. But okay,
3 kids.
moving on from this asshole. Story number 2. So it's the title is "Am I the asshole for letting my kindergartner ruin Christmas?" And ruin is in quotes. And it comes from the subreddit "Am I the asshole?" So throwaway for obvious reasons. I am Jewish. My spouse is atheist. And we are raising our daughter Jewish. As such, we do not celebrate Christmas and do not believe in Santa. We have never taught our daughter about blatantly fake things like the tooth fairy because it's kids. And they will eventually realize that you're lying. I was more upset that my parents lied to me than I was upset because the tooth fairy was not real. We have explained to our daughter, who I will call A, that other people celebrate Christmas because of their religion, like we celebrate Jewish holidays. And part of the holiday is the parents giving gifts while pretending a magical man dropped them off. A understands why people celebrate Christmas and why we do not. She's been to Christmas parties. We are not aggressively anti-Christmas. Today, A's kindergarten class holiday party, which was just a Christmas party with a single menorah, but I digress. The teacher asked the kids to tell the class what they asked Santa for. A said she asked for nothing because Santa was not real and he was just parents pretending. This caused a huge ruckus. Kids were crying and screaming. The teacher sent me an email about the incident. One parent sent me a nasty email about ruining her son's Christmas forever. She continued that I needed to tell A to keep the secret for the sake of other kids. Frankly, I do not think A, myself, or my spouse did anything wrong. A told the truth. I personally believe that all the parents should have known that eventually someone will tell their kids that Santa is not real, and there is no reason to blame A. Plus, I think it's pretty ridiculous to force A to cater to her Christian classmates when her holidays and the holidays of the 2 Muslim students and 1 Hindu student are never mentioned. It just seems like a lot to put on a kid. So, is he the asshole for letting her kindergarten ruin Christmas, in quotes?
I mean, he didn't do that, and like people react
He didn't tell his kid
to
to
tell
not.
the others. So
No, he didn't tell his kid to not tell them. And if you are telling a kid Santa is not real, but other people believe in this magic and you
he
should
didn't
not
say
ruin it
that.
for them, then the kid understands, but he didn't do that.
Yeah, so you're not the asshole to telling your kids because that's the way that you're raising your kid. At the end of the day, you decide how you want to raise your kids. Whether that your kid influence other kids, that's another completely different stories. And the parents of those kids shouldn't be blaming you because your parenting style and your culture doesn't align with them. So that's none of your concerns, neither your business. So whether they feel like the kids' Christmas was ruined, you guys, those parents still giving gifts to those kids. Those kids who don't care about who give them the gifts as long as they have some gifts. So if they're kids, as long as they have gifts, they be happy. They are kids.
Okay,
Oh, my thoughts.
I know. So it's a good thing that you said at the beginning that you're the Grinch.
Hey, this is have more to do with the parenting style of each one of the parents and the way that they want to raise their own kids. So, and at the end of the day, like I'm saying, like the kids must are like, Santa is. I can just picture those kids going home like, it's true that Santa is not real. How dare you? Like, where all these gifts come from? Like, I don't want to do Christmas no more. You lied to me, mommy. So it's like, you give them the gift. I love you, mommy. They're kids at the end of the day. But, they might not sing Christmas in the same way, but hey, they're still enjoying the gifts and the gathering and the opening the gifts. So, on my little thoughts
You want to know what the verdict was?
that he was that asshole,
Asshole.
of course.
I agree 100% because you have to tell your kid that other kids do believe in Santa and the Tooth Fairy and all these things. And the fact that you do not does not believe that you get to ruin the magic for them. So you should not, like, you should respect other people's and just don't say anything. Just be like, I didn't ask Santa for anything, or I do not believe in Santa, and that's it. You don't have to say, oh, it's just your parents giving the gifts, you know? I think that's where he went wrong. It's okay. He wanted to parent his kid that way. That's fine. But you should also tell them to not, ruin it for other kids. Because, like, it depends where you're living, You're living here where Santa, it's a big deal. And where, a lot of kids believing it. And you should respect that, I guess. At least that's my thought, because the kids in kindergarten are like 5 or 6, and a kid that young to be, ruin the Santa experience. Because personally, I love the Santa experience. I loved all the Christmas magic, and I was very disappointed. Like, I do not remember exactly how I found out that Santa does not exist, but I remember feeling very sad that he didn't.
Oh,
I was very sad one day. And one of my best Christmas memories is I was like 14, and a gift just appeared under the tree magically, and I was like, oh, the magic is back. It's just nice to have something special down there that you're not expecting.
I was the kid that used to write Santa's letter, like asking them everything that I wanted. And I never got anything that I wanted. I usually got like all the type of gifts and under the bed, wrap it up and stuff like that. My mom did try her best. Like I won't blame her. But it was one instance that I remember. I think I was 6. So I did one like a scooter, like
Oh,
a little scooter. And I at that age I thought it was cool. So and I wanted a one. So I did my letter early in December. I sent my letter, give it to my mom to send it to the North Pole for Santa
okay,
to
of
get the
course.
letter. I remember I asked for a scooter, a Power Ranger set, I believe some Hot Wheel car that was on trend back then. And I did get the Power Ranger set. I did get a monster truck instead of a Hot Wheel car though.
Oh,
It was remote control. And then the day before Christmas, just to make sure Santa don't miss my house and don't miss my gift, I got to draw like a scooter, the best of my ability as a 6-year-old boy. and I went all over my house. I went to the back of my house, take a piece of tape, put the drawing, and I wrote, I want this for this Christmas. Put
Oh my God.
it in the back of the house, in the front of the house, in each side of the house.
You
I
went all
put
over it.
Yes, I put it and put it with a little tape on top and it says like, I've been good this year. Please scooter, bring me the scooter. That's all I wanted. The main thing that I want.
You didn't get it?
Scooter nowhere to be found. I was so disappointing. I'm like,
You're like,
when I saw the gift the next day, because they were under my bed, um, I was like, where's the scooter?
I hate Santa.
And my mom was like, well, that's what he brought you. You shouldn't be requesting stuff like that because maybe you were not such a good of a boy. And I look at my mom. I remember that I look at my mom. I'm like, really? You telling me that I'm not being a good boy? And I was like, I was so disappointed after that. So then my mom told me like, well, maybe Santa didn't have the money to get you a scooter. I'm like, what are you talking about? Santa don't use money. He have his little elf that build it for him. So why would he need money for that? And you know, so after that, I was like hold like a grudge against Santa because he didn't give me my scooter. So I think after that day, I became a Grinch.
Oh my God. It's all because of the scooter.
Oh, because of freaking scooter. Oh, because of freaking scooter. Because all our thought is like, I spent hours making this drawing, like 4 different draws and writing it and write the stupid letter for nothing. So yeah, that was the last Christmas that I wrote letter for Santa. After that, I was like, you know what? Since he doesn't give me what I want, now you have to give me what I want, Mom.
Oh,
I still never got what I want after that. Apparently, my taste was a little bit over the budget.
yeah, I figure I was gonna be like, single mom, trying her best.
I mean, no, my father was there, so my father used to send us um, this was, but I guess he
But
was
enough to get a scooter, my guy.
getting a scooter for 6 years old. But remember, by that time, it was not like it was no electric scooter like that. So it was just the normal scooter. It
Yeah,
wasn't that crazy expensive either, but I guess money, it was other priorities that take place around those time in age because my mom was pregnant for my um
with your sister.
no, I'm lying to you. My sister was just born the same in September, and it was her first Christmas. So I was a little spiteful because all the attention goes to the little girl, and I wanted my school.
Scooter.
I wanted my school, and
You know what? Every Grinch has their origin story. This is Sabbath.
getting got my scooter turned me into a Grinch.
Oh my God. No, after when I grew up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be my own Santa. I deserve that. So I started being my own Santa and getting my own things because I don't remember being disappointed on any Christmas, even though my sister tells me there was one Christmas that I asked for makeup and I was really, really young. I was like, I had to be less than 5 years old or something like that. And I asked for makeup, and my sister got me this apparently like the makeup that is fake, that is not actually makeup, that is just like plastic, like you cannot get anything. And I, according to her, I opened it and I said, this is not what I wanted. And I threw it to the wall. I do not remember that. In my thing. But I do get the part that you do not get your gifts because your parents think it's out of budget. Because I do remember asking for a lot of expensive things and not getting anything. I got like the cheapest one on the list.
Yes. And I remember one time too, I asked for a phone for a Christmas,
Oh,
like when, you know, I was like 10, something like that. And I was expecting a real phone. They gave me like a toy phone. I'm like, what the fuck what is this? Like what's the manager?
And
Like, it's like, like it was just, but once
who's
you
the
grow old,
manager? Who's Santa's manager? Tell me right now.
but as you go older, you see like maybe they but the best they could because during the circumstances and the monetary situation at the time. So now it's understandable. But back then I was like, where is my gift?
You have no idea how many years I asked for a Barbie dollhouse. I asked for it, I think, every single year that I can remember, and I never got it. Never. And then I was 14 or 13, and then my sister sent me money from, because my sister was already in Spain, she sent me money to buy a cell phone. And instead of buying a cell phone, I went and got myself my Barbie dollhouse, okay? I played with it for like a year because I was too old, but I got myself my Barbie dollhouse, okay? I had a goal.
So you got your baby doll house.
I got my Barbie dollhouse. You have no idea how many Christmas. I had an aunt that was here in the United States while I was in Ecuador. And every time she would call me, she'd be like, what do you want for Christmas? I'd be like, a Barbie dollhouse. And every Christmas, a Barbie dollhouse. And I never freaking got it.
Hmm.
Let me tell you, that was the best year of my life while I played with my Barbie dollhouse because it was so amazing that you could even touch a button and it sounded like they were like showering. You could like flush the toilet. You could like
But the
cook. It
fancy one, I see.
was a fancy one. I
Hmm.
was so excited.
That's hilarious. But yeah, that's the story of how I became the Grinch.
The Grinch.
And why I think like, each parents does the best they can, I guess.
I
So,
guess.
but
They
on
really
this
do.
one,
Right.
sadly, he did forget to mention to not disclose. But he disclosed. But again, what are you expecting? It's a kid, 6 years old. So you told him not to say something, and he just spread it to the four winds.
Yeah, it's so sad though. But anyway, let's move
Move
on
on to the next one.
to the next one. Yes. I don't, did we read the comments? Did I?
You read two comments, I believe, but no,
Did
no, you didn't read the
All
comments.
right.
No.
Let's just read the top one and then we'll see. So the top one says, you're the asshole. I have a friend who is Jewish and she grew up knowing Santa was not real, but her mother taught her to respect the other kids and not tell them. Do not get me wrong, she didn't tell her to go along with it. She just told her not to tell the kids. So if a kid asked what she was asking for Santa, she was asking Santa for. My friend will say she does not believe in Santa and leave it at that. Even in kindergarten, she knew how to do that. Yeah, and the next comment is, you're the asshole. Sorry, you were so hurt by the tooth fairy. But damn, let a kid's childhood be magical. When I work out, when I work out, when I knew Santa was not real, it was more of an eye roll moment, and I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah. Well, somebody is like you. It says, you know, the asshole, not the biggest asshole, but still, yeah. Yes, you
Yeah.
are kind of the asshole. With that powerful knowledge you bestow upon A, you never told her to keep the secret. Just like you say someone was going to tell eventually, but it didn't have to be that moment. You're talking kindergarten kids. Let them believe if they want to, if their parents want to let them. That was not your call to make, but by not telling your daughter the disclaimer of, hey, some parents are pretend to do this and their kids believe it, so keep it a secret for now. Which is what I believed so as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, well,
go on.
asshole, not asshole. Asshole, not the biggest asshole. Well, to the parents that of those kids that you ruined the Christmas, you're the biggest asshole, though.
But his Grinch origin story was a tooth fairy who's fighting
Exactly.
out.
You see, every Grinch have a tale to tell.
Yep, they do. So moving on, story number 3. Yes. That it comes on as a Reddit, AITA, which is another subreddit for Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for canceling Christmas plans late on Christmas Eve after everyone had already arrived? So I, 25 male, was meant to host my siblings, 19 male and 21 female, for Christmas. Our mom died several years ago, and I finished raising them because the asshole who made us walk out when my mom was pregnant with my brother. My siblings do not remember him, but I do. My memories of him are not happy ones, and I even remember him hitting my mom twice. The thing is, we were better off without him, but he avoided child support even though mom was chasing him through the courts for years. He never paid. I always hated him. I always hope he died at some point and will never be able to fuck up our lives again. My siblings did not really talk about him, and neither did I. Though we did talk about what he did to my mom and the bad stuff I remember outside of that. There were two times years ago when they asked mom and she answered the questions in the best way she knew how. When mom died, my siblings are both under 18, so I moved them in with me and we made it work. I also helped them go to college, which is what they wanted. I was finally able to afford a nice place for myself, and I was always welcome them to stay with me if they needed to. And it was clear I would be hosting Christmas for us for at least a few years. This year was not an exception, and they arrived yesterday morning. We hung out all day, and they had mentioned a hotel, and I asked if they had rooms in one, and they said no, that they thought we should go to a hotel restaurant one of these days. But they were acting off, and by 11 p.m. that last night, I found out why. They had reached out to the guy who made us and had a relationship with him, and they knew I did not want one, but decided to invite him to my home for Christmas.
Oh,
They told me they wanted us to be a family. I say no. And I told them I was never letting the man into my life. They say I cannot avoid him while they have a relationship and to give it a chance, and it's Christmas and family. I told them to stop and that he will never be my family. They told me he was in a hotel room waiting to come today for Christmas Day dinner. We argue and they told me I needed to give this a chance and he's my dad. I told them I wanted nothing from that man and wish he died, and he left us the fuck alone. They told me it's horrible to wish someone's dead and that he was coming whether I wanted him or not. I kicked them out and told them none of them are welcome, and I say if he fucks them over or beats them or threatens them, which he did to me when I was just a little kid, then they should not come to me because I will not pick up the pieces. I say they know what he did and they still want him and they went behind my back, and I will not celebrate with them or fix this for them. They did not expect it and argued that I could not cancel Christmas and we're family, and I couldn't leave them to the streets. They had the choice to join him at the hotel or drive back to campus overnight. I told them that. They texted a bunch, but I didn't reply and woke up a while ago to more text. Am I the asshole?
people, that's why you don't invite people to other people's party and houses without letting them know and make plans as a bad surprise when you know how they feel about those fucks. So for more than you wanted to make pieces, sometimes the person is not having it. So this person was not having it.
Nope.
So
Just because they cannot remember those bad memories does not mean that it didn't happen.
exactly. So he's not the asshole. Uh, I understand that that's a time where people celebrate and trying to get together and cover the hatches, but some hatches are a little bit deeper than others. So it sucks that they pick um
Christmas.
Christmas to do this and didn't give any notice. But I think what infuriating the most was that they told him he's coming whether you like it or not. Like, how you
Yeah.
say that? You are a guest at his house. We're invited. Could be the brother, but that's not your house. It's not your call.
Mm-mm.
So, they're still young. They meant well, but unfortunately, it was the wrong move and the wrong time.
Yep. Like OP is not the asshole 100%. It's his house. He has a choice. He can let him in or not. And he was firm and he said no. So if they want to go and be with him, that's on them. But it's sad because OP probably sacrificed a lot to get his siblings through life, because it's
Yeah.
not easy to be a 20-something year old and
Mhm.
having to raise two kids. Yeah.
Yeah. on all on his own.
all on his own. And he's still doing it. He got them through college. He's still helping them out. He's still welcoming them for Christmas, trying to give them the family
I
that.
guess he felt betrayed. He felt
Mm,
betrayed and like pretty much like I'm literally your father, and you go behind my back and you just try to acknowledge this person who completely ignored your existing and abandoned you, and you want to bring him over after he made him especially going through hell while he was a kid. So I understand the grudge. He probably always was the father figure for his sibling growing up, even when his mom was alive. So it's hard, that's something that you Christmas would not solve.
yeah.
A lot
I
of therapy might be, maybe, but it will take time.
So the top comment is if they thought you would have been okay with it, they will not have waited until Christmas Eve to tell you. Not the asshole, you're justifying what you say, and they had no right to give you zero choice in the matter that is so out of line. Unfortunately, they get what they deserve now. They're free to give him the time of day if they wish. But to force it on you is something else entirely, especially on Christmas Day. Sorry, but as siblings go, that is the absolute worst, most ungrateful and selfish act they could do. And OP responds to that and says, exactly. And I only found out last night because I realized something was off. And they realized I suspected something. Otherwise, I would have been blindsided today.
Wow. Like, say Stitch.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of people telling her to change the locks, which I don't think she should go to the, I mean, he
it
should go.
doesn't haven't reached that point yet because they would not, that would be extremely horrible if they're trying to sneak that person into his house. Like, why? But, anyhow, so he's not the asshole. Siblings did wrong. I understand their size because they never met the guy, so they have that ache to like met him, get to him. Maybe they miss having a father now that they don't have a mother. You know,
Mhm.
so it's understandable from the young ones, but him that went through all the drama and then leave his father, just leave abandon them,
And then hitting his mom and
hitting
everything.
his mom, and yeah, and probably
And
hitting her
apparently
too.
threatening him as well. So.
Yeah, so it's a lot to take.
Yeah. I mean, another comment says, I really like when you say you will not fix this for them. I believe this is first for this side. Your awareness of the consequences of this situation is amazing. You are absolutely right in having them leave. You're not the asshole. And then OP responds, I know people will think if I know it says I know people will think I should if something bad happens, but they made this decision as adults, and I'm not their parents, I'm their brother, so they do not get to run to me to fix this when it goes bad, which is sad.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's staying his ground.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that
a good thing.
couldn't that would not be the greatest Christmas he has, but hey,
Sadly, no,
you might have my others that would be more.
this is gonna be tainted forever. This
Mhm.
Christmas, remember the time that his siblings betrayed him, I guess.
Yeah, but they will get over that hopefully, and they be better. With his siblings' relationship with the father, I doubted that any that might change.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the asshole at all. So you did okay.
I mean, this is the last comment I'm gonna read for them because OP comments twice. And it's like somebody says, not the asshole, that man abused your mom and abandoned and didn't give you guys a dime. And your siblings want you two to get along all body body. How did they even find him? I doubt your mom told them anything about him, did she? Anyways, it's Christmas. Protect your peace and have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And then Opie says she answered questions they had, but she did not know where he was. The courts could not even make him pay child support. That will tell you how far he went to not pay for us. And then that same person responds and says, I'm going through similar stuff. My dad cheated and left 5 years ago. And now he's trying to stop paying child support altogether. But why in the world would they want a relationship with that man? And then Opie says, I honestly have no idea. Grass is always greener. It's always greener stuff, maybe. Oh, like grass is always greener on the other side. Chase improved that he's not as bad as I say, and Mom explained in a very PG way, honestly. Or maybe they just don't care what he did in the past.
Well, again, they
Who
didn't
knows?
remember everything
They
he
do
did.
not remember, yeah.
So, you know, when sometimes when you just tell people, they kind of needs to live through it to understand the reasons. So, like you say, just let them go through it and they will figure it out on their own.
Definitely not the asshole.
Yep.
Other people are crazy, like your siblings. So, moving on to story number 4. Story 4 comes again for us already. Am I the asshole? And it says, am I the asshole for suggesting we lock up the Christmas presents after what my niece did last year? Every year, my siblings and I, alongside our families, spend Christmas with our parents. We stay at their house for a few days. Everyone opens gifts together. Gifts together. It's hectic, but a lot of fun. The kids enjoy having one big sleepover with their cousins. My mom likes having everyone home again. We all pitch in. It's a win-win. Last year, my brother married Sally. She has a 7-year-old daughter, Mindy. This was their first Christmas with us. It seemed like they were having a fun time. Christmas Eve, all the kids went to the finished basement to sleep. We told the kids to not open gifts without us and to wake us up when they did. This was repeated several times. Once the kids were asleep, we put all the gifts under the tree and eventually went to bed ourselves. The next morning, around 6 a.m., I wake up early and head downstairs. I find the living room a mess. Half of the gifts were unwrapped. Several of them had been ripped from their boxes. There was Mindy, playing with some of the toys. Most of the ones were not even hers. She knows how to read, and they were all labeled, so she knew this. I was in shock. I went and got my brother Sally alongside the rest of the adults. Sally was super embarrassed. My mom was very upset. The other kids were not up yet, so we tried to salvage what we could while Sally talked to Mindy. Not everything could be fixed, and she had broken a couple of toys completely. The broken ones were not even her own toys. Luckily, no, everything was damaged, and even the boxes that were the kids did not notice. But my nephew, sister's son, had one of his big gifts destroyed, and he was sad when everyone else got theirs while he was told he had to wait for a new one to come back in.
Oh,
Sally and my brother reimbursed everyone. Mindy did not get to open gifts with everyone but joined the festivities later. She apologized but kept making excuses. She said she did not want to wait and she wanted to see what everyone else got. We are all preparing to go to my parents again this year. I put in the group chat that we should either lock the door to the living room this year or put a gate around the tree so no one can get to it. I didn't even name names, just specifically say so no one. Sally and my brother got mad, accusing me of treating Mindy like a baby or an animal. I say I'm not, but this is a precaution so none of the kids are tempted. They say this is not necessary and I'm holding a mistake over Mindy's head. I say no, I am not. I'm trying to make sure we have no repeat. Because I know it will be asked. Mindy does not have autism or ADHD, and even if she did, my daughter has ADHD, and both of my sister kids are on the spectrum. They knew better. I don't think Mindy was malicious, she was only 6, but I do think precautions should be made. My parents agree with me, and my brother is mad that I put it in their heads. Am I the asshole?
you are not the asshole. Mindy's the asshole.
Thank you. She might be 6 or 7, but she's still the asshole.
Yeah, yeah. Because and plus he's in anyone, so she's been very abroad towards it, and she said like so none of the kids can be tempted, so they're taking it personally. That's on them.
If
That's
I was
on
her,
them.
I would be like, okay, you don't want the gate? All my gifts are gonna be in my room. And I'm gonna take them out the next day when everybody's out there.
Before everybody wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you wake the kids to going up in their gifts, I would like just put it right before there, right
Like
before
I
I
would
wake
put
them up.
the gifts there and then you sit in the living room and wait.
Mm-hmm. But I think a gauge around the tree is a little too much, I would say, but
Yeah, I will just keep the gifts in our rooms until the next day. That's it.
yeah, lock the room and then the next day just wake up a little early and put everything there so you are awake, you see who's coming and who's not, and that's end of the story. It's no need to make a big fuss about this, like the brother and I mean like Sally's parents did. So yeah, not the asshole at all. They feel offended for something. Probably they have to reimburse everybody a lot of money. They're
Probably.
spending all the money on Christmas gifts themselves. So
But sorry, not sorry. Your
hey,
kid
it's
is
their own
true.
kids. They shouldn't train her better.
Yep.
So they just pay the consequences of her mistake.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah, top comment says something like that. I mean, why wouldn't you do this? It's kind of, it isn't even just about Mindy, although of course it's about Mindy. She ruined Christmas and broke a lot of other people's toys, but you have a bunch of small children who are notoriously bad with impulse control. Why not lock the door or put a gate around the tree? Any child could be tempted by sleeping parents and gorgeously wrap presents under a lit tree. She's only 7. Also, if your kid acts like a baby, they should be treated like one. Come on, Sally. The girl opened half the Christmas presents, and you and your husband had to shell out to replace them. Wouldn't you rather lock the room than risk having to put out and feel embarrassed all over again? Not the asshole. Which is true.
Completely agree.
Yep.
Completely agree. So they want to feel bad it's because the what do you call this? The guilt is still killing them.
Yep. Someone else says, yeah, this just seems like common sense to me. One year, my brother and I got into the Christmas presents before Christmas because little kids with poor impulse control. The next year, the presents were hidden, so we could not. There was never an announcement. No one made it a big deal. No one was traumatized. Mom just moved stuff to her closet for a couple of years until we were past that stage. You see, that's it. That's all you gotta do.
That's it. You don't have to make a big fuss out of it. Just
Yep,
give an idea, give suggestions, different suggestions, so that way it doesn't happen. No repeats.
exactly. And that's it.
That's it. But no, they make themselves the victims.
Yep. Definitely not the asshole. Protect those presents.
Lock those presents.
Right? So we have one extra story, but you're gonna have to choose.
Hmm.
Whatever we don't read now, we'll read the next one. But it's a holiday, so we're definitely gonna read it, okay?
Okay.
So option number one. Um, oops, here. My Grinch fetish is destroying my relationship. Option number two. Am I, 39 female, being selfish by leaving my husband, 44 male, at home for Christmas
Let's go with the first one.
with the Grinch? Okay, just so everyone knows, it might not be, well, actually, it is not PG friendly. If there are kids listening, stop it and listen just to yourself. And this is not work friendly either, so put on your headphones. So let's say it comes from, so originally it was posted on relationship advice. But then it was like the moderators deleted it because of how expensive it is, and then they reposted it on copy paste subreddit. But now, since there was an update, it's posted on best of redditor updates. That's where I got it. And the title is, like I said, my Grinch fetish is destroying my relationship. So, um spoilers, cringe or end of a relationship. There is also a note that says it's possibly fake, suspected fake by the Twitch chat because of how insane this is. But I'm also in a brain fog due to COVID, so apologies if I mess up badly putting this post together because this is a person that put it together for best of Reddit updates. So, take that with a grain of salt. We don't know if it's true or not, but crazy. So it says, I have a Grinch fetish. My boyfriend knows about this and for the most part accepts it. He is not crazy about it and does not really get it, but he at least tries, which is all I ask. He will sometimes read the book to me to set the mood on. And if he's really feeling kinky, tell me, you are a mean one in the heat of the moment. He's even begrudgingly come around to at least playing one of the three versions of the film every time we do the deed. Although we tend to stay away from the live action one because it's too much for me. The thing is, I do not want to hear about the Grinch or listen to the Grinch or watch the Grinch. I just want to be fucked by the Grinch. And for the record, this is common among women. The Grinch bulging sack of toys to me and many others. And is what a Mack truck is to Cardi B. The fact that he's good with dogs and experienced trauma at a young age makes me want that long, fussy dick even more. My boyfriend asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I told him straight up. I told him to put on the greenest, silkiest Grinch costume he can find, kidnap me from my bed on Christmas Eve, and then ravage me in front of the Christmas tree. He flat out refused, saying it was too weird for him. I was literally begging this man to let this pussy save Christmas. And he was like, nah, 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 I'm good. It ended up turning into a fight where he admitted he only gave into my initial Grinch kinks to placate me and was still uncomfortable about the fact that I had moaned Grinch during sex a few weeks ago, but only because his son was playing in the background. So he's drew a line. If I don't drop the Grinch fetish, which as I say is incredibly common among women but sadly taboo, he's done for good. I do not want to lose him over this, but it's really hard for me to see past my sexual proclivities, especially during Christmas season. Is there any way we can even compromise on this? Or do I simply need a more adventurous man?
I
That
don't know what to say on this, girl. You are your own. You can mention the comments because I'm like, but again, she's not asking for that much either. So like, just sacrifice yourself to just put the freaking, just put the green costume and you just show her off. That's all. That's all she's asking. She's not asking for that much either. Just don't destroy the Christmas tree.
just fuck me. Let this pussy save the Christmas. Just fuck me with the green fuzzy dick.
Well, you know that I have to put a lot of pee on this thing, right?
No, this show is not PG.
No, but still, you don't want to take these videos down for obscenity. You're saying the word fuck a lot.
I'm
So
sorry. Okay, just put a PPP.
I have to. And especially you mentioned the word dick too. So, girl,
I'm sorry, but that was fun.
you don't want us to for us to send a warning on this video.
You know, I put this. I found this story. I was dying. I was cracking up. I put it there, and I was like, "Let's see which one Savis chooses." And then you chose the Grinch because you started talking about the Grinch from the beginning, and you didn't even know.
So going to a question, is it true the ladies have like a thing with the Grinch?
No, not personally. I don't know anybody else.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask Adam. Adam, what is your Grinch mask? What is your Grinch mask? Oh, oh, hi.
Hi, Suki.
Hi, Mama. Okay.
So let's read some comments. So the top comment, because the thing is that the post was removed, but the comments are still there. So it's like the first comment is surely this is a troll post. And then the next one says, wait, oh, okay. Someone says my favorite part, and for the record, they are quoting OP, and it says, and for the record, this is common among women. And she's like, LOL, I lost it. No, it's not common.
It's coming for her, maybe for OP.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Somebody says, okay, hear me out. I was curious and Google Grinch, PORN, since you don't want me to say those words. Do you want me to say it?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay. And it does, in fact, exist. So while
Oh.
I believe OP is trolling, it has been done.
Well, most likely it has been done because, humans are curious and they're okay to explore whatever desires they want to, but like putting an ultimatum out of this, that's a little too much, I would say. But she maybe just enjoyed the fact that, it's the season, maybe it's once a year that she can get this going on. It's not like she would do it off season and stuff like that. So it's like late in the mood. That's what makes her look forward for the holidays, I guess.
I guess. I mean, do you remember the top comment when somebody says, "Surely this is a troll post"? Somebody says, comments on that and says, "I mean, I want the green ball monster from Monster Inc. to fuck me." Okay, ignore that. So, what do I have to lose with respect to the Grinch? So, apparently,
Oh,
people do have fetish on these things.
well, which is on. Let's put it that way.
Wow, there's a comment that says, "Look, not only is a Grinch fetish pretty common amongst women, it's pretty common amongst men too. My last three boyfriends like to dress up as the Grinch on high days and holidays to make me feel the spirit of Christmas in every major orifice."
Oh God, Suki. Well,
Okay,
you should ask Adam.
you should, since you're the Grinch, you're gonna be the Grinch for Paolo.
Oh,
Okay, we have an update.
okay.
The update says, "I honestly regret posting this on the in the internet because of all the people who kink shame me and laugh at me. This update is not for you. It's for the thousands and thousands of women who reach out who also want to do the Grinch. My relationship with my boyfriend is over, and I was not even the one who ended it. We were taking a little Christmas date this weekend, driving around and looking at the Christmas light. It was a really nice time. The Grinch song even came to the radio while we were driving, but I did not want to ruin a sweet, innocent date, so I contained myself. We were happy. We were merry until we passed a house with an inflatable Grinch. It was too much. Way, way too much. I soak in every inch of that decoration. I couldn't help myself. I begged him to pull over and take me right there so I could stare at the Grinch thick, glowing thighs. I say our trunk could be the back of his sleigh. He got pissed and I was like, "Kids live in this neighborhood." But the green glow in the rear view was too much for me, so I just kept taking off my clothes. And then he pulled over. I thought he was going to oblige me, but he didn't. He said it was too much, that he's done, that he will never be able to think of Christmas season ever again without thinking about getting by the Grinch. And that's somehow so 2020. And he just cannot take it anymore. He just wants me out of the apartment by the end of the week. So thanks everyone for saying he should leave me, for saying I am a freak, for laughing at something I wrote in earnest. Merry Christmas.
I mean, girl, that's a little too much. You
Wait,
need therapies, girl. Like,
wait, she finishes the sentence with this. Boyfriend is the Grinch after all, just not how I wanted.
okay, she's mental. She's mental. That's she is mental. Huh. Like how? No comments. I have no comments. I cannot save this in any possible way. But good for you, my dude. You escaped that crazy check. Because okay, I understand. Like one thing is like you want a fetish, but another thing to get into that level, like you cannot resist yourself. An inflatable Grinch, seriously, like a thing for kids.
You wanted to see the green tights glowing behind it.
That's a little too much. But to each his own. She was happy. Now you can find another person that can make your
Yeah, someone who's
greenest fantasy. Come on.
You're going this fantasy come true.
Of
I feel
course,
like we
it's the
should have
Grinch.
put,
It's green, so the greenest fantasy come true.
I put this video this at the end because I was like, okay, in case somebody doesn't want to hear this, they can just, listen to the last story and then, ignore this part.
Yeah.
But this was a good story. I was I was laughing so hard. Now I can, like, after you listen to this, you cannot watch the movie and think about it in the same way, okay? Because I read this story and then we watched the Grinch, the live version, and then there is the woman that it's in love with the Grinch, but she doesn't say it. And then I think there is a part where the Grinch shows up to like get his prize, right? And then this woman starts like hyperventilating, and I was just like, oh my god, she has a Grinch fetish.
Well, she also have the green.
I
She
mean,
wants a
she ends
green
up with the Grinch,
Christmas.
so
She wants a green Christmas in there.
you had a green Christmas.
In there.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. But yeah, that she took her fetish to another level, I would say, with that inflatable
Yo.
thing. So, and thank you for ruining the green's image for me, Denise.
You're welcome. Now you can go and tell Paolo. Yes. I'm gonna send him the video and tell him to watch it.
I will send him the link though to read the story though.
Do it, do it. That's amazing.
Just
Yep, it was the best. And well, as Moff say goodbye because he's done. You can see him back there. Moff has a little bandana which is red because he's also in his Christmas time. Right, Moff? Yeah.
she's
So,
like, what's going on? Hey, I
yeah.
hope your dog doesn't jump into the table and almost she was looking into the sniff in the camera earlier. Like, what
That
the
is so
heck?
cute.
Yes.
At least, this one will destroy my computer and me because it's huge.
Oh wow. Well, guys, we hope that you enjoy our stories, especially
The not so PG one.
the not so not green. So I have
No
I
comments,
guess the title for this episode will be Christmas surprises.
I guess. I
That
had no idea.
that was surely a surprise story that I was not expecting that honestly. But hey, like we are humans, so I guess we should explore new things. But I think she took it to a whole different level. Yeah, so do your things, guy. Keep it moderated. Don't go too into the green side. But keep it sane. To make your partners to run away with your greenings fetish.
I really hope she finds someone who can make that happen for her.
I mean, it will make the work for her, so sure. Yeah, so
Everyone
I'm
sounds
sorry. I'm sure there is some guys that will definitely make that happen for her. So
okay. Do you think there's some people that have Santa fetish?
girl, if they have fetish on the greens, what make you think that they won't have on Santa?
Right?
Didn't one of the comments that you read says like about the blue big guy from Monsters Inc?
The green guy from Monsters Inc. No?
Yeah, the one with one eye.
No, I think it's a big one. I don't remember.
The big one is the blue.
The blue? Okay,
Yeah,
well,
but anyhow,
it's crazy.
it's could be about anything, any possible thing. So
Well, actually, no. It says, I want the green ball monster from Monsters Inc.
yeah, the small one with a big eye.
Yep, Mike was
Like
imagining the big
a
one.
walking eye. It's literally a walking eye.
That's crazy, dude. How can you have a facial?
Hey, it's like I'm telling you, like we are special. each one of us is like unique on its own. So I guess
Yeah,
we have different things that turn our switch on and off.
Santa.
Well, do you have a fetish on Santa?
Definitely not.
Or, or, or I should say on Papa Noel?
Papa Noel? No.
Oh, well, guys, we truly hope that you have enjoyed this episode. I
Yep.
apologize beforehand for the pee that I will put on this episode. So we're just trying to make sure we don't get canceled. Uh,
Mhm.
Even though we are putting on the thing that this is not a PG-13 thing. So, but we're just trying to go with the regulations of the channel. In the meantime, explore as much as you want. Just don't overdo. Yeah, just don't go too far.
And respect when someone says no.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, she got a very green Christmas because his boyfriend left her alone.
Boo.
A green and dry Christmas for her. Without further ado, guys, until next episode.
Bye.